Hi, this is Arrowsaint. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So, what I'm going to speak today is how ego, servitude, and surrender. Okay, so we are going to see something about these three. Yes, so let's start it. Yes, guys. So when I speak about ego, you guys have might have faced in your school or college or in your workplace that someone likes someone, someone doesn't like someone, and because of that they feel that these guys are superior, I am superior, others are like no inferior. Sometimes we feel like this, right? So how to break down these pieces and how this religion is actually playing a role in these places. Okay, of course I'm not going to encourage here to any kind of religion, but I'm going to speak in a open way how this religion is dealing with this ego. Okay, and even without religion we can practice life without ego. Yes, see the thing is, when suppose I'm doing some work, I take ownership of the work. Okay, so when I take ownership of the work, I feel the whole responsibility of this work is in my hands. So when I think like that, then I feel I am superior than others doing this work. Isn't it so? That's how most of you would have felt, right? Yes. So, how to break that part? When it comes to religion, all the religion is saying that you are not responsible for doing the work. Instead, the God is doing the work, isn't it? That's how they say. So, when you are doing certain work, you say, I haven't did this work, it's all because of God's mercy, right? So when you speak like that, then you don't take the ownership of your work. So whatever the result has come, you would accept it as it is, because you know you haven't did it, and nothing is there in your hand, it is there in God's hand. So only when you feel in such a way that your work is not your responsibility, I mean it is not, you haven't done anything, but you are just working, and everything, the result, whatever is happening, the outcome of the work is in God's hand, then you won't feel ego, and you won't feel you are superior than others in this particular work, because you know it is not you, it is God who is making it, right? So that's how religious people used to remove this ego, just like that, just by accepting that it is not them who is responsible for any of the actions or outcomes, but it is God. Yes, so that's how religious people do. But how can we do without doing the religious concept? Yes, so we may even say that it is very easy, it's very obvious that everyone has to live together, and whatever the work I'm doing, I don't I should not take ego, I should not, everyone wants to think like that, but that's not how it works. Sometimes people, even though they say that they don't have ego, they love everyone, when it comes to certain situations, they feel that they are superior than others. We all came to this being thinking that we are superior than others. Even if you want to see an animal and you feel you are superior than that animal, that is also even ego. That is ego. Fine. So the best way to live without ego is, here it is. You might know about this concept soul and spirit, right? So I am having a kind of body shape to that of certain characteristics. Okay, you might have a different body shape, the type of some different type of characteristics, right? Same way dog would be having a different shape, different characters, and different abilities. Same way a cow or a pig or tiger or lion or elephant, they have their own body shapes, they have their own characters, right? So we need to accept that they are they, he is he, she is she. That's how we have to accept. The first part is we can accept without even touching the religion, just by using this concept of spirit and soul. Everyone has an individual body and they have a spirit in it. The spirit which is operating this body is the same spirit that is operating the dog's body. Correct? So the spirit which is activating in my body is the same spirit that is activating a blind or a deaf or a handicapped, or we can say physically challenged people, right? So the spirit is same. Why do you feel you are more superior than me or I am more superior than them? And now you may say Usain Bolt is faster than me, correct? So he is faster than you, correct? So you should accept the abilities. He has his own body which is faster than all of us. So we accept it, right? Obviously no one can run at his speed unless someone keep on trying the athletic area, an athletic zone. Okay, they will be keep on trying them, but a normal guy like me or normal like you may not be able to reach his speed. His body is in athlete shape, his body, he has been trained for to get that body in a certain years. Okay, so those all things are there. So we are able to accept we and Usain Bolt is not same, even being despite of being the same species, right? And when it comes to gender, it's very important is gender. The women and men belongs to the same species, though they have their own different characters, they have different bodily shapes, they have different characteristics, they have different way of thinking as well. Okay, so but we still able to accept them, right? They also belong to our species, right? The operating force which is making me work is the same operating force which is making them work, right? So we should not see ego with other species. So the first step to remove ego is to realize that the vital force inside everyone is same. Fine. Now everyone, most of them knows this, but still they practice ego, isn't it? Yes. So next part is the bodily shape. You and me, we know exactly the body which has been given for me is not the same that of you, and we cannot change that. The most obvious answer is that we cannot change our body shapes, we cannot change our face patterns, we cannot change certain characteristics of us. Okay, I am born in India, I can speak different language. You might have born in America or Russia, you might have speak different languages, right? So you look different, I look different. So we accept that each other, right? That we all are made up of different shapes and different characteristics with different life patterns, with different hobbies, with different habits. Okay, so where we have to work here now is, rather than thinking ego that I am superior than someone who doesn't have eyes, who doesn't have ears, or who can't speak, or who doesn't have legs, that is to be removed through a simple knowledge that we all have a same vital force running us. It's that simple. We all are made up of different things that is not in our hand. We cannot change that. So rather than feeling ego or superiority with someone else, it's better to consider them also as our species, or as our men or our woman or our dog, whatever the dog is also there, we can include them also as our species. There is nothing wrong in it. You can show equal love to humans and equal love to dog. You can show equal love to you as well as to others surrounding you. Okay, it's very simple. Love is the second part which I need to speak. First one is assuming that same vital energy is working in everybody. Second thing is love everyone, including yourself. Yes, including yourself. When I say love everyone, I'm not saying you should give all the love to everyone and you forgot to take care of yourself. No, that's not how it works. Okay, so second part is to love everyone. Yes, can you guess? It's free of cost. Yeah, loving is free of cost. You can love a dog, you can love an elephant, you can love a woman, you can love a man. Okay, there is no barrier for love. You can simply love. It's just free of cost. All you have to do is love them. When you love them, you don't judge them. When you don't judge them, you don't bother whether they are superior to you or inferior to you. Am I right? Yes. So it is very simple concept. Yeah. Now I know that most of you people know this. Then why I am making this video? This video is for kids and teenagers who are handling the ego issues and all these things. But even though some mature people, even though they grow up, still somehow they keep it inside. They often think maturity is not letting out their darkness or not letting out their dirty minds. That's what they think maturity is. But actually maturity is showing whatever you have truly and without including all these dirty things. That's what is maturity is. Very few people, even though they grow up, they often forget this part. Maturity is not about hiding the dirty things or hiding very well your dirty things, but it is about showing only the positivity and showing only the new things and nice things that is inside you. Okay, that's what maturity is. Fine. Yes, guys. So when I say about ego, dirty things, don't think it is some negative. Ego is actually not a dirty thing. I should not say like that. I should use a very good word inside that. But the actions you are taking because of that ego, it is hurting others, right? It even hurt yourself as well. The first man whom you are going to hurt because of your ego is you. Congratulations! S. So the first person whom you are going to hurt is you. Yeah, you are spending time thinking that why others are better than you, or why others are, or else praising yourself that why you are better than others, right? So you are spending unwanted time in thinking about it. Let me tell you guys, let me tell you friend, the life is very short, very very short. Even you live for 100 years, it is still short. The whole universe is yet to be explored. It's waiting for you, and you are wasting your time showing that who is better, who is worse. Why do you want to do this? Yes. Yeah. So I'll catch you up with another similar videos like this soon. But until now, you have to think only 2 points is very important. First one is the same vital energy which is operating you is operating everyone. Second thing is you have to simply love all species, everyone, because it is free of cost. Yes. Okay guys, thank you. Until then, bye bye. See you.